Let me tell you about the time that we traveled down the east coast of Sardinia, stopping along the way for swims in deep water and anchoring in front of caves just waiting to be explored. Welcome to the next episode of Sailing Magic Carpet.
I'm Aladino. I'm both Swiss and Italian and a boat builder by profession.
And I'm Maya, a Canadian artist and sailor. This is our home, Magic Carpet. She's a Vinda 32, though she's only 28 feet long. And 4 years ago, she fell 20 feet off a crane onto concrete. Insurance wrote her off, but Aladino bought her, fixed her, and now she's our home. Our mission? To sail around the world as slowly as possible. It was a sunny day in July as we pulled up anchor and continued our journey south. The plan was to travel halfway down Sardinia's east coast before pointing our bow towards the empty horizon and making our way to Sicily. There was no wind, so we had the engine on and the autopilot steered the boat, which left us free to attend to a few odd jobs. Perhaps you remember that our stove had finally arrived after being lost in shipping purgatory for quite some time, so Aladino set about installing it. We had decided not to order the overpriced Origo gimbal, and so Aladino adopted our old gimbal to do the job, while I sat in the cabin editing videos and catching up with our lovely patrons. As we cruised down the coast, Aladino noticed a wreck marked on the charts. As we neared the spot, we saw 2 plastic bottles tied to a string leading far into the depths. What an eerie feeling to be floating over opaque, deep blue water, knowing full well that the skeleton of an unfortunate ship lies somewhere below you. Aladino was the only one brave enough to dive down and look for it, but it was too deep to access without diving equipment. The rest of us floated at the surface, content to hear what Aladino reported back. The sun fell softly behind the cliffs as we neared our anchorage for the night, Cala de Luna, Bay of the Moon. We are arriving after a day of very hot motoring to absolute paradise. It's actually so crazy because I was here 2 years ago on the tall ship that I worked on when I met Aladino. Oh, the sun just went behind the hill. And I didn't really realize on the tall ship exactly where we were most of the time. I mean, I knew we were on the east coast of Sardinia, but I didn't know the names of the bays we were pulling into. But I just recognized this now, so we're back. And I've been here before. What a funny feeling. It's such a beautiful spot! Woo! I am so excited to be anchoring here. It's perfect anchoring. Not too deep, we've got sand below us, and just look at these cliffs behind us. I think this is going to warrant some serious cave exploring tomorrow. Or maybe even tonight. I was so excited to be at this beautiful anchorage that I jumped into the water immediately. Aladino took down the sails while Marina and Mitchell cut up some melon. They even shared some. Salt melon. Okay, I'm waiting for everyone to get into the water and then we are going to swim to one of the caves. I am so excited. Marina also is very excited, however, yes, she chooses to make fun of me. Can you believe it, for being excited? I am just so excited because look how beautiful it is here. If you were here too, you would also be excited. I promise you, okay. When the crew were all ready, we swam over to the caves. The sun was now well hidden behind the cliffs, casting everything in a soft light. The air immediately becomes cool and heavy in the humid shade of a cave. Sounds intensify, springing off roughly cut rock faces in every direction. The waves become cacophonous, the reverberations blending with the ones before and after in an endless, swirling rumble.
It's super cool.
Whoa! Oh my god!
And then you can stand on sand bottom.
We swam beneath stalactites into dark chambers accessible only through small holes in the rock, entranced by the unique thrill that comes with exploring unknown places. And then, as dark approached, we returned to our boat and made dinner for the first time on our brand new stove. We are now cooking with our new stove, which Deanie expertly installed today. He pistol shrimped around and MacGyvered a solution with our old gimbal and our old pot holders. So now we have a fully functioning Arigo stove after much waiting. Ahem. Postal service. Good morning! Today is a day of getting fuel, getting groceries, getting things that we need for the boat. It is currently 9 o'clock. We are slowly getting up. I've been awake since 7. I just finished my book. It was a terrifying book, but I'm glad to be done it now. That's about it. But before we went to do errands, we decided to explore the beach that we anchored next to. We swam to shore and emerged onto a beautiful sand beach backed with high cliffs and even more caves. The sand was hot on our bare feet, so we decided to try climbing up a trail that led to a viewpoint overlooking the ocean. We were treated to a view of classic Mediterranean beauty, azure blue water surrounded by high cliffs. Aladino even found a hat, just to add to the beauty of the scene. Deanie found a treasure!
Yes.
Does it suit him?
No. But it gives right good shade.
We descended the cliff and decided to explore farther inland. The beach was situated at the mouth of a sandy valley which curved inland, shaded by large flowering bushes. The only problem, we had no shoes, and the sand was very hot. Remember when we were kids, or at least I do, and we would play hot lava? We would pretend that the floor is lava and we would have to jump between furniture and avoid touching the floor. That's literally what this valley is like. The sand is so hot and we don't have shoes since we swam here, that it's like hot lava, so we're darting in between little patches of shade from these lovely flower bushes.
So part of me, I was down and out and nothing seemed to come my way. Here I go, this time I let it go. I never listen to what others say. Come and see, no matter what I do, head first into this hurricane. Yes, I know, head high, let it go, but it hits me like the pouring rain. Oh, can't seem to fight this feeling, no matter what you call it. I only know that I got it bad. Can't stop it if I want it, no matter what you call it. I only know that I got it.
Now, of course, we're in Italy, so no dry riverbed in a secluded valley is complete without a bar. This one even came with a cat.
Was all alone on a one-way track, nothing ahead and there was no way back. So I tried, you can go run and hide when your wall begins to crack. It's pretty clear when we're standing here, so what am I supposed to do? I'm at ease, baby,
We returned to the boat, ready to be productive, pull up anchor, motor to the next town, and get provisions for the upcoming crossing to Sicily. But once again, we got sidetracked. So we just moved anchorages and we're taking the dinghy out to explore some new caves. There's some caves on the cliff here that look like they have walkways or something going through them. So we're gonna go check them out. I think one of the most amazing parts about these caves is the instant feeling of coolness you get, and also the sound of all the waves reverberating around. Once again, the cool air immediately greeted us as we entered the shadow of the cave. We got out to explore. The cave itself was certainly impressive, and apparently has a history of human habitation dating back thousands of years. But it has now turned into a commercial exploit, as we quickly found out when numerous boats loaded with tourists came for the scheduled tour into the inner depths of the cave network, an area barred to us by a locked gate.
We gotta get out of here again.
So we left, and decided that maybe, just maybe, would actually get provisioning done now. And we did. We provisioned the boat and then, in a last-minute decision, decided why wait. We folded up the dinghy and made all the necessary preparations to leave for Sicily that evening. Hey Marina and Mitchell. What's the thing that you're most looking forward to about Sicily?
The food,
Okay.
The limoncello, which is supposed to be...
the volcano.
Oh, the volcano. I would agree on that front.
Yeah,
Island hopping.
yeah.
Island hopping, yes.
Pretty much all the things you usually love
Yeah.
about sailing.
Bye Sardinia, I love you.
Oh.
But also, Sicily, things to look forward to. I think excellent cuisine. Like most of Italy, but it's just another very regional cuisine, which I look very forward to. It's a lot of fresh fish, seafood, and especially pastries. World's best gelato is from Sicily, and yeah, pastry in general is just to die for. I remember that from when I was a child there. What else? Cultural mix, historical mix. We might see some of that, and I think also architecture in some places might be very interesting, since it has been fought over by so many different cultures for so many years that a little hint of all the remaining cultures must be there. Yeah, why don't we just go there and I stop talking. Next stop, Sicily.
We're off to Sicily! And just like that, we were off. Our bow pointed towards another Italian island, the largest in the entire Mediterranean, a place with an ever-shifting history and a convoluted present. Sicily, here we come.